Hello viewers, you're watching Beyond the Headlines on DDM Television. The clampdown on native doctors in Anambra State is on the course of becoming a full-scale war against traditional religious worship, which is the third largest form of worship in Nigeria after Islam and Christianity. This was a major concern of dozens of Igbo traditional worshippers who stormed the Anambra State Government House on Wednesday, 26 February 2025, to protest against alleged assault on traditional worship. The congregation alleged that Governor Chukwuma Soludo's administration was stifling their religious practices under the pretense of targeting criminal activities associated with racial practices. They voiced their concerns to the media, claiming that security forces have been targeting traditional worshippers instead of those involved in money rituals, contrary to the governor's earlier promises. The worshippers stated that their protest aimed to seek direct clarification from Governor Soludo on whether he was aware of these actions and if they were authorized by his administration. Several video clips shared by Ordinana TV, a media channel dedicated to promoting Igbo tradition, depict the protesters airing their grievances.
So, I greet
the Igbos. I am Okwadike Mumbaja from Ozioma Ordinary TV. I came here to see a congregation of native doctors. We want to see the governor in order to speak our mind and tell him that we are also part of Anambra State. It is no longer what the governor said that is being done. What is being done now is that a person who has issues with the neighbors will use the security operatives against them. When a person is walking with a goat, he or she is accused of wrongdoing. Intimidation is too much. That's why we have gathered here today to have a conversation with the government. As you cannot beat a child and ask him not to cry. If you get this message, spread it. If you are still on the way, come, because it is one who renders his complaints that will receive help. Again, we want to tell the government that we support what it is doing, because the governor has not come to condemn us, but to sanitize our work.
Okay.
Name is Wenzi Chika, popularly called Akajofon Werefe. We, the traditional religious practitioners, have assembled here today. We have come because what the government is doing is no longer appealing to us. So a person who complains about his problem has done no wrong. Do you understand? So that's why we have come to speak out against the wrong being done to us. It is no longer appealing to us. If you look around, you will see that we are many. What we have complained to the government is that the men employed by the government to catch criminals have turned their focus on arresting innocent people. A person who carries a goat is arrested. Another person seen with a cock also is arrested. So we vowed that security operation should be put into check as they have left their duty to the wrong thing.
Chief Doctor
Name is Chief Doctor Eweje Jogo. We have come to the government house today to have a brainstorming session with the heads and to know whether what was initially agreed upon is still the case. Because we do not have issues with the government. We commend Governor Chukwuma Soludo as he is separating the wheat from the chaff as it concerns traditional religious worship in Anambra State. Because we no longer know who is whom. But what we are complaining about is that excesses have taken over the main duty. A person who is walking on the way with a goat is nabbed and extorted by the police. If you are seen driving a car, you are harassed because you are a native doctor, as if being a native doctor was a crime. I am an electrical engineer by profession, but the traditional activities I do are naturally induced in me.
I have a company that can
We have medical doctors and lawyers amongst us. We are not like unkempt native doctors who existed in the past. But this work is innate in us. So the harassment by some security operatives is why we are here. Somebody will be in his home in one moment and taken away by some men in another moment. The president's generals of communities also use this opportunity to arrest those they don't like. We want the operation to be smooth and the men to be called to order so that the excesses will not take over duty. That's why we have come. With one voice, we also support the governor for the good work he is doing in the state. But we ask that he calls his men to order so that their excesses won't overtake their duty.
Very sad indeed. The protesters pledged to return on March 4th to meet with the Commissioner of Culture at the Government Secretariat in Awka. Their aim is to have a peaceful discussion about the alleged harassment of traditional worshippers by community president generals and then to address multiple levies imposed on them. Now, in the heart of Nigeria's legal framework lies a powerful mark to individual liberty, Section 38 of the Constitution. This section enshrines the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, ensuring that every person can freely choose, change, and even practice their faith without fear of persecution. It guarantees that no one shall be compelled to partake in the religious activities against their will, and it will protect the rights of religious communities to educate their followers. This constitutional safeguard is a beacon of hope, promoting a diverse and harmonious society where every belief is respected and celebrated. However, while Section 38 of the Nigerian Constitution ensures the freedom to practice any religion, it does not offer a blanket protection for actions that infringe on the rights and safety of others. The right to religious practice is bounded by the law, ensuring that it does not become a shield for criminal activities. For instance, one cannot justify acts of violence such as murder by citing religious beliefs. That is absurd. Nor can a shrine be used as a front for harboring kidnapped victims. Very sad indeed. Now, in a recent operation, Anambra vigilante officers raided a secluded shrine located in dense forest of Otamiliuli at the far southeastern edge of the Ihiala local government area. This shrine, previously used to house abducted victims, has now been cleared out by the security forces.
This is a shrine at Otamiliuli, live. Ude Ihiala, Otamiliuli, live. This is a shrine where they used to carry people, condemn them. See the water way near the place, Otamiliuli. We are there. Suppression Udogachi live. We don't fire them, they run away. We there. We there. Otamiliuli live. See seats where they manage, they collect people property from them. It's their seats where their commander they did. People go to pay ransom.
These actions are strictly prohibited and punishable under law. There must be a balance. I repeat, there must be a balance between religious freedom and public safety. This legal safeguard prevents the abuse of religious rights and ensures a just and orderly society. You're watching Beyond the Headlines on DDM Television. If you like my video, do not hesitate to hit the like button, make your comments, share my video, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exciting things. I am Toshiko Raphael. Have a nice day.